Hello, everyone, and welcome to Abstract Medicine. I was called by Spirit to create this channel in response to my Instagram account channel and also heavenly advice as well. Creating this channel for individuals that are on the divine counterpart journey, whichever way that may resonate for you. And I'm just checking that everything is recording well. This is my first recording for YouTube, so I've created a lovely setup here in my art studio in London. You may have been following me along the way, may have seen me in Mexico and in other parts of the world lately, but I'm currently here in London and I have been called by Spirit to do a reading for those of you in the divine counterpart journey. So, there may be some other information that will come out. Please take this reading in whichever way it may resonate. It may resonate for those, or it may not resonate for those. I hope you're doing well, all of you. I hope you're all safe and sound. You're in good health, in mind, body, and spirit. So, let's start the reading, shall we? Today is Friday. Tomorrow we'll be having a new moon eclipse in Cancer. Mercury has recently gone retrograde, along with 5 other planets, I do believe. Lots of changes, lots of shifts. People coming back out of the woodworks, it would seem. Global situation change as well, but I'm not going to get into that. Let's see what cards come out. I'm going to be calling Archangel Michael for this reading. He is my main guide, however I do have other guides, ancestors and way showers, animal spirits. Let's see what he would like to say for the collective. Let's go. Archangel Michael, what is it that you would like to share in this video today? Wow, one card already has popped out. Okay, I'm being asked to read this. We have the High Priestess. High Priestess, Archangel Haniel. Powerful psychic insights. I do feel like many of you are receiving information, possibly from your counterpart through dreams. You are becoming very intuitive. I'm also seeing rainbow children coming through in spirit as well, because I am seeing the colours of a rainbow here on the steps, and I'm seeing the archway here. So I do feel like many of you are receiving information from your children in spirit that would like to come through the doorway in the physical, and they are the ones that are guiding you towards this divine counterpart connection in the physical here in the 3D. I am feeling a bit of tightness, possible cleansing around my chest area right now. So this, you may be feeling this in the physical. I'm also seeing some cleansing too, some purging. You may also be crying recently. You may be purging some old emotions too. I'm seeing 2 pillars here. I'm seeing the divine masculine and the divine feminine. I'm seeing Archangel Haniel, who is here to facilitate this union in the physical. There is a new beginning happening, and it's just a question of allowing Spirit to help and support you along this long-awaited end to this journey. So that's Archangel Haniel. This is the main message at the moment. Purple is the colour of the crown chakra, so you will be getting a lot of upgrades. There may be upgrades happening right now for you. You may be spinning out, as it were. You may be getting headaches, pressure around your head. I advise you to drink lots of water, or at least Spirit does, to drink lots of water, clear and cleanse your channel. I don't feel like there's any other cards actually that want to come out from this deck. I am using the Archangel Power Tarot cards by Radley Valentine. So let's put this card deck away. More information will be coming through, so just bear with me. I'm also seeing the Divine Mother in my mind's eye, so whichever way that resonates for you, this could be Mother Mary, this could be Kuan Yin. The Divine Mother speaks of receptivity, connection to the elements, particularly water and the moon. We are going through a moon stage right now, new moon. I am also seeing the moon here. So this is a new change that's going to be happening. You may be feeling some further physical ailments as well. I'm also seeing 3 different starseed families too here in the card. Right, let's see. I'm going to be using the Moonology Oracle card deck by Yasmin Boland. I will put this information in the description box. Let's see what the collective needs to know. Okay. Be bold and make the first move. Cardinal Moon. Let's see what else is coming through. These cards have already been pre-shuffled. I also read intuitively, by the way. I am clairsentient, clairaudient, clairvoyant. I'm also an artist. Luck is on your side. Luck is on your side. Let's put that here. Okay, let's get another message here. I'm going to get clarification now with gender roles. As you know, energy is fluid, so when I say the divine masculine or the divine feminine, it's irrelevant to physical gender, okay? We all have the divine masculine and feminine within us, as I'm sure you know. Right, so I'm going to be pulling some cards from the Everyday Tarot. And I felt before starting this reading that some very clear information is going to be coming out from this deck. We have the Devil card that has come out. Someone is quite tempted right now to make the bold move, make the first move. Sorry, just one second. Okay, just readjusting. Yes, so we do have someone that is very tempted to make the first move, make a bold move here. Let's get some more clarification. Seeing the new moon in Sagittarius, there's going to be an adventurous spirit coming through as well. This could be the divine feminine or the divine masculine. I'm seeing the World card. This is interesting because I did a reading previous to this and similar cards came out too. You may notice that I will be speaking quite quickly at some point, and this is part of the channeling. I also want to excuse my fingernails because I've been painting with oil today and some of the paint has stuck to my fingernails. This also could be a message that someone in this connection could be quite pedantic in terms of their cleanliness and their physical appearance as well. Someone that really takes care of themselves and their physical attributes. They always want to show that they are always in the utmost excellence and integrity, I'm hearing. Okay, so I'm actually seeing what's going to be happening is this is going to be the divine masculine and this is the divine feminine, okay? So I may actually move these cards a little bit further and let me just readjust. Please be patient with me. Thank you. I'll be moving the camera as well. Unfortunately, you won't be able to see the shells fully. Let's move this like that. Okay. So yes, this side here is going to be the masculine and the divine feminine. This is how I'm seeing it. However, these roles and energetic roles may shift and change. Please, can we get some more clarification from the divine masculine? These are too many cards, please, Spirit. Too many cards. Clarification from the divine masculine for this new moon in Cancer, please. Too many cards, please. I'm feeling that there's someone that wants to communicate. Mercury retrograde also mix and matches our words, our communication. There's a lot of information, a lot of emotions that this individual would like to express. This is why these cards are coming out in chunks. Again, okay. I'm being asked to read these, so. Okay, let's move this out of the way. Just do it back. Okay. Right. Okay. I'm seeing someone wants to manifest a stable home, Four of Wands, a wish fulfillment, okay? Because I'm seeing the Magician here. They are very tempted in manifesting this wish fulfillment. However, they have recently been feeling quite trapped. This could be mental blockages. But they do want victory in this wish fulfillment. They want an equal balance of give and take. And they are seeing a Queen of Wands. This is the divine feminine. Queen of Wands is in her power. She's feeling herself in a way. She is in her sexual prowess, her power. She is attracting a lot of suitors at the moment too. As she is in her power, I'm seeing the sun here. She's being powered by her own sun within. She also has a cat here. In Egypt, cats were revered for helping individuals against pests in their crops. And they were really revered and had their special position in society in Egypt and were really looked after. They were also seen as a sort of demigod too. And the demigod I am also seeing is the Queen of Wands. She is in her goddess energy. Let's see what the divine feminine overall energy is at the moment. She's top of the world. She's feeling herself again. She's juggling every single element, a bit like the Magician. She's able to manifest what she desires. I'm reading this card intuitively. I'm not reading this card by the book or in the traditional way. just bear in mind, because I am seeing earth, air, water, fire. So she has all of the elements in her basket, just in the same sense that the magician has the wands, the sword, the pentacle and the cup, and has an understanding of what is above is also below. She really, I'm being distracted because there's the magician here that has the infinity loop above his head. Okay, and in the Hermetic tradition, the infinity loop, the number 8 of the infinity, is the symbol of awakening, of a coiled snake, someone that has awakened, okay? And here, in the World card, we have the Divine Feminine here in the middle, in all her glory, feeling very sexually attractive. She's very comfortable in her physical body. She's also comfortable in her contact with spirit, because I'm seeing stars within her own physical circle. She's also protected as well by spirit and by archangels. She also has the infinity in her headdress, as a headdress. So her crown chakra has also been awakened. Both of these individuals have gone through an awakening recently. Okay. Taurus, Sagittarius, Aquarius, Leo may resonate with certain individuals, but I'm not really going to be getting into astrology on this reading, because I'm not really being pulled towards that. However, I will be calling out some numbers that may resonate with certain individuals, okay? I'm now going to be moving towards another deck for the Divine Feminine, because I feel it. So we have the Mystic Monday Tarot. Spirit, please can I get some information for the Divine Feminine? Okay, right, so we have the Hierophant. This Divine Feminine has gone through an awakening because she has gone within, okay? The Hierophant traditionally speaks about commitment. She does want a commitment, but she's had to commit to spirit, particularly, maybe in the last 5 months. In the last 5 months, she has really gone within. Remember how I mentioned Egypt and the Divine Masculine looking at the Divine Feminine in all of her glory here, and talking about the cat as seen as a demigod, as a faithful companion, protector. I'm seeing the pyramid here in the Hierophant, and that's no coincidence. So within the pyramid, there is sacred geometry within the pyramid. There are also some enclaves where they are they're secretive and secret enclaves within the pyramids of Giza, where certain gods, as in pharaohs, would lie and rest and then transition into their new life, the next life. I'm understanding that this Divine Feminine has had a past life in Egypt, but is also coming to the end of her cycle on planet Earth, in the sense that she has awakened and she has gone through all of the karma, because the infinity loop also speaks about karma. She's repaid her karmic debt in this lifetime, and so she is now ready, guided by spirit, through the awakening, through her commitment to spirit and to her own soul, to move on to the next stage. outside of this world. We have the King of Swords here, the Knight of Wands, and the Four of Cups. Let's put these up. So, what I'm feeling is that I'm actually seeing the King of Swords as the Queen of Swords. So someone that will no longer put up with messy in and out player behaviour, okay? She wants a commitment. This is a simple message here. I'm not feeling called to say any more about that. I'm also getting a bit of attitude from her too, to be honest. Getting a bit of swag. She wants an equal give and take. She's found rest. She finds her way navigating through the outer energies, the global situation, pandemic, whatever you want to call it, and everything else on top of everything else. She's balancing everything like an acrobat with skill and with grace. She's practicing yoga. She's looking after her body. While the Divine Masculine has an understanding that they need to make the first move here in the traditional setting. They got this information through spirit and it was channeled. I'm feeling that this is their old self and an old karmic tie that they were related to. Let's get some more information for the Divine Masculine. However, I am seeing that the Divine Feminine is looking over her shoulder for some answers from the Divine Masculine. They may have gone quiet recently. Even though she's juggling her batons, okay, up in the air, doing acrobats, leaps and bounds, in finding a final understanding and appreciation of her own self-worth through this really long journey. She looks over her shoulder to see if the masculine is ready and if he is going to be making the first move, a bold move even. Let's see what comes out. Five of Wands. This is the devil energy. That's the Divine Masculine. Also, I keep wanting to say Archangel for the Divine Masculine. He may be getting a lot of support from the Archangels at the moment. And if you are a Divine Masculine tuning in, you may wish to do that because you are heavenly supported. I am seeing that there is a recognition that the Divine Masculine understands that he is the one to initiate this first move, this bold move. But also there could be 1, 2, 3, 4 archangels. Number 4 is the number for archangels. Okay? He's tempted to battle away, to defend with passion. Anything that gets in his way of his Divine Feminine. I'm also seeing a sort of double-edged spear here that he's holding with his right arm, his right hand. The right side of the body speaks of the energy of the masculine and taking action. So that would support this move and also this passionate action. The cards that came out. He has been in his head. He has been feeling, I'm not really seeing victimhood, but I am seeing that he's been dealing with karma from his childhood, trauma even. Knight of Pentacles. Slow and steady. Slow and steady. This has been a slow journey for the divine counterparts. Yes, slow like molasses, but always with good intention, stable intention. I'm also seeing this divine masculine, his jumper or long sleeve, to me looks like it's vibrating. So I do feel like he is vibrating on a higher frequency. I am seeing that. So he's moved away from a childlike self of being a victim, taking action, even though it's slow, it's stable, to be the individual that he wishes to be. There are a few more steps because there's a Knight of Pentacles, then there's the King, and ultimately it would be the Emperor, okay? He's moved away from, I'm hearing a selfless marriage, okay? This is an individual that's moved out from a relationship that he has been at a loss with emotionally. But he's ready to make the bold move, the first move, as the Fool here. As the Fool here. He has faith, even though you can't see it yet. He has faith. Because the Magician is a really important message in the tarot, isn't it? It's the ultimate energy from the higher self, I believe. I do feel like he is really in his power. We have two major arcanas for the divine counterparts. We've got the Magician as the main energies, the Magician for the divine masculine, and the World for the divine feminine. There could be a question of travel here. There may be, the divine feminine may wish to travel. Somewhere hot, possibly. Maybe even Egypt. Let's see what else. I'm hearing that you want to know when and what kind of actions will the divine masculine be taking. Let's go with the divine masculine. Okay, so what actions will the divine masculine be taking? Okay, the bottom of the deck, just before I look at the cards that have popped out, okay, is a Six of Cups. There is a recognition of soulmate. There's a soulmate recognition between both counterparts. There is nostalgia as well between both of them. And there is a need and a desire to come back to that childlike self and have that equal measure, give and take, and that balance. It's beautiful. There's an innocence here too, that this divine masculine is really craving. This is the craving, the devil. Okay. So, that's at the bottom of the deck. The actions. Well, that's amazing. Look at these beautiful cards. Look at them. We've got the Five of Cups, moving away and walking away from loss and heartbreak. Okay? taking action, making a decision. This is what the Two of Cups talks about. Two of Cups, making a decision to take action on this. Six of Cups. Soulmate card, twin flame card. I don't really want to call it that, but there is a equal recognition. Both individuals have an equal measure between mind and heart, and both individuals have also come through a Kundalini awakening. The reason why I say that is because we have two serpents here with wings, and they're both wanting to share that. There also could be sacred sexuality, sacred sex, an energetic union that's already been merged within the spirit, within the spiritual, between these two counterparts. But also once they do come together in the physical, there will be a further, deeper, tantric, heightened sacred sexuality, sacred sex, sexual union, which is Tantra. This also could be within 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 months, okay? Because we've got the two here. Knight of Wands. He's wanting to come in really, really quickly, really fast. There is the player energy in this, but I'm not feeling it right now. He's wanting to express this Kundalini, sacred sexuality, this bond. He does. And he wants to also take action in expressing that he would like to collaborate with this divine feminine, because we have the Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles is about connection, my apologies, working and collaborating together. Let's see what actions the divine feminine would like to take. Let's see what actions the divine feminine would like to take. Just one. She's waiting for her ships to come in. Three of Wands. She knows there are 3 ships that she has seen. There may have been 3 individuals that have come in and out of her life as well, or his life, depending on how you resonate with the divine feminine or divine masculine within you. But yes, this individual has possibly waited 3 months feeling like she was ready to let this individual come through, or an individual come through. Whether you know this individual or not, it doesn't matter. But this individual will be coming through at some point. So if you've met them or if you haven't met them, your divine counterpart, you know, whatever is meant for you will never leave you. So, yes. What other actions? So she's waiting. She's waiting, but she's not really waiting. She knows that this individual is going to come through, but she's also juggling and doing her acrobatic skills and showing off even to a certain extent. So she's in the receptive energy, which is the divine feminine, highest energy. She knows that this cup is coming through. Page of Wands. She is waiting. She knows that in her receptive energy that this Page of Wands is going to be coming through. She knows that she'll be getting a message of passion from her divine masculine. How many days? How many days? But before I go there, I feel like let's tidy this up. I feel like it's going to be sudden. She knows it's going to happen, even though she's looking behind her shoulder. She knows it's going to happen, she just doesn't know when. And he's currently manifesting this. Let's get some cards from the Moonology deck. Just get some water. As to when. Wow. Okay, we have New Moon in Capricorn. Don't let pride get in your way. Balance spirituality and practice. And it's time to release negativity. Full Moon in Scorpio. He knows that whatever action he is going to be taking, it's going to be rewarded. Whatever action he's manifesting, it will be rewarded. It could be a Capricorn, earth sign, or a fire sign. In the past, or his egoic self, he let pride get in his way in the past. Okay, the divine masculine that is. But he is adamant and diligent for this not to occur again. Leo talks about action as well, and the month of August. So this could be a question, a time period of between now and this summer, now and August. It could be this year, it could be the following year. But I am seeing August as a very important month in terms of the divine masculine taking action towards his feminine in order to manifest this happy life. He doesn't really want to just come in boldly with fire in his belly and heightened sexuality. He wants that, but also wants to stay in order to have a committed, soulful relationship. So that's why he's been slow, because he has been strategizing. I feel that the full moon in Pisces and the full moon in Scorpio is the divine feminine energy. I actually do feel that she, the divine feminine, whether you're a male or a female or however which way you would like to label yourself, the divine feminine has released toxicity from her past. This could have been an individual that may have been a Scorpio or another water sign. She's really delved deep as well in order to clear out that karmic tie, is what I'm hearing. And she is currently in her High Priestess energy of the balancing between the spirituality, her spiritual practice, and her just action based on her 3D, because we have the World card here complementing this card here. So in her action space, she's actually just balancing. She's very, very heightened in her intuition. And this, she's also come full circle, because I'm seeing the full moon here and the full moon here. I don't feel like there is any action that she will be taking. I do feel like this is a receptivity. These are both water signs. Their signs are very psychic and emotional. They have an inner knowing, water signs. On his action base, it is a new moon and a full moon. So it could be within a cycle of a moon phase. So tomorrow we'll be experiencing a new moon in Cancer. And it could be between that period of him taking action between the new moon in Cancer and August, as I've already mentioned. But there is something that he wants to start anew, this divine masculine, that is. He or she, this divine masculine, wants to start something new and wants to come full circle in ending this egoic block, which is also in the Devil cards, Major Arcana. So it's kind of not really known exactly, but I do sense that it's going to be within 2 months. For most of you that are on this current wave, I do feel like it's going to be within 2 months. Within the summer, for sure. Let's see. Let's get some information from... Let's get some information from the Angel Animal Oracle cards for both the counterparts, please. This is my first reading, and I do want to thank you for holding on. This has been 41 minutes already. I did also see, well, I'll let you know. Let's see which animal card wants to come out. Beautiful. We have the Swan, Feminine Grace. This is beautiful. Let's get a card. Let's get a card for the... I keep wanting to say archangels. For the Divine Masculine, please. Animal card for the Divine Masculine, please. Spirit. I do feel like Archangel Michael is very close by, helping to cut away any blocks for the Divine Masculine in particular. We have the Wolf for the Divine Masculine. This is intuition. So I do feel like the Divine Masculine has stepped into the energy of knowing. The moon is definitely emblematic of this awakening and this intuition. When the wolf shows up in your life, pay attention to what your intuition is telling you. If you don't quite trust someone or your own feelings or actions, use your instincts to guide you. This spirit animal will bring a sharp intelligence in dealing with important matters. I do also feel that the Divine Masculine has an understanding of the old ways, is what I'm hearing, of listening to the ego and listening to his heart, because I'm seeing the wolf here. And there's a story in the Native American church of 2 wolves, one that is the fear, and one that is representative of love. I do feel like the Divine Masculine has an acknowledgement of that and is moving towards love. There's a recognition of this grace, the Divine Feminine. We have the Swan here. The Divine Feminine is currently in her grace, as I mentioned at the very beginning of the reading, and she's swimming around. She's not quite lonely because she sees in her own reflection her divine counterpart here. Okay. In order to appreciate herself, she's had to look inward and really do some mirror work. Message for the Divine Feminine. Follow the Swan to find new ways of thinking, breathing and going with the flow. She asks that you pay attention to your feminine intuition, hunches and gut instincts. Remember your inner grace and beauty and let it shine forth to those around you to see. So the Divine Feminine has an understanding of being in the receptive energy, being in her highest energy of flow, of receptivity, rather than action, her masculine energy, okay? And she's also been appreciating her own grace and her own intuition, also clarified by full moon in Pisces. So, what can we expect as a last message for and after this new moon coming up, please, and this Mercury retrograde? Choices. This deck is the Angels of Light cards deck by Diana Cooper. When you worry about decisions, it means that your mind is trying to control your life. That results in choices made from your ego. Your angel guidance is to consider and evaluate all the options, then let go of your head and choose from your heart that which gives you greatest joy and feels right. So I do feel like this card is actually meant for the Divine Masculine, because we did speak about that, didn't we? Do not act from foolish impulse, however, rather from divinely prompted inspiration. So this is a further clarification of this Divine Masculine tapping into his intuition rather than going with his pride, which is something that the Divine Masculine has done in the past. There was a Wands card, but I guess it's just not relevant at the moment. This is now past energy. So, make choices for the highest good. Remember that if something is not for your highest good, it certainly is not for the highest good of those around you. So, let go of false feelings of responsibility for others and choose with wisdom. Become still and attuned to your soul, etc., etc. So the Divine Masculine's affirmation is, I choose for my highest good. For the Divine Feminine, we have an angel message. Serenity. Now see how grace, feminine grace, matches this card, this angel card of serenity here. Serenity bestows inner peace, tranquility and calmness of mind. When you feel serene, you are your own person, for nothing and no one can bother, upset or influence you. You are like a calm, clear lake. Incredible. Beautiful and peaceful to be with. Your quiet radiance brings hope and support to those who come within your aura. You attract respect and love from others, for all are calmed by you. As you become deeply serene and still, you connect to the higher power of the universe for divine guidance. Quietly ask your angels to hold you in serenity. So for the Divine Feminine, the message is, I am serene and still. So, ending the reading, I do get the sense that this new moon is going to be closing out some further cycles and is going to be ushering in a new beginning for the Divine Feminine in terms of her appreciation for her own hard work in closing out cycles that have been toxic to her, her understanding of her own self-worth. For the Divine Masculine, there is a deeper understanding, a deeper knowing that in order to have the connection that the Divine Masculine wants, rather than going in with old habits that have been detrimental because they weren't necessarily long-lasting, or maybe the Divine Masculine was not wanting a fully committed connection, the Divine Masculine has come into an understanding of his own intuition because they have gone within and they know the choice that they're going to make. So there isn't really necessarily a clear information with regard to when, but I am personally sensing that it is going to be within the next 2 months between the new moon cycle as of tomorrow and the Leo season, which is August and summer. And yes, closing out this reading, and thank you for listening. Please go to my Abstract Medicine Instagram account to receive daily guidance, which will be back up online as of next week. And if you'd like to see my artwork as well, you can have a look at the link in the description box. Thank you for your energy. Have a blessed evening, morning, good afternoon.